if we're after a free agent or we're really hunting an acquisition target, a player who we think might be able to come in a trade, then the senior coach has to be involved in that. I think we can only get ourselves into trouble as coaches if we talk too much about the acquisition overtures, whether it's Zak or anyone else. I can't really talk to that in any detail, confirm or deny. I'd just rather stay out of it. I don't want to go down the NRL track. I think it's a really difficult thing club-wise to know that one of your own players has gone, I'm leaving, and because ultimately they'd be treated a bit differently. I mean, you don't want to, but if they're not your player beyond that year, you can't help be emotional about it. So I'd rather we didn't. All of us have been pretty honest that, and I've said, if we're after a free agent or we're really hunting an acquisition target, a player who we think might be able to come in a trade, then the senior coach has to be involved in that. All 18 of us would say, yep, I'm involved in that. And I've said it before with Zak. Our club have declared we want Zak to come to our club, and I've said it before that I'm obviously involved in it. But right at the end of draft, senior coaches get involved around the discussions. But other than that, no, I'd rather it not be declared. I think the secrecy around it is important for clubland. Zak's a unique one because Zak was a really keen Bulldog supporter as a kid. He had Brad Johnson's number 6 on his back as a junior, and in his draft year, I met him in the cafe pre-draft. There was a chance that maybe we picked Zak in that draft. We didn't, obviously, stating the bleeding obvious. But there's a romance there for the club and for we like to think Zak. But so Marcus and some of Marcus's teammates are quite naturally drawn to Zak, and the thing is too they played in the state team together, so he's developed some relationships with some of the other boys who played in the state game, which can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing if you're on the other end of it.